So today we're going to just review everything we've covered with solving story problems. So I'm going to go through the steps here. Understand. That means you're reading to understand it. You're making that picture in your head. You're asking yourself what is known and what do I need to find? And then you're rereading for further understanding. For plan and for solve, you're going to be using any math strategy you think would get you to that answer. I'm going to describe those a little bit with a chart you may or may not have seen before, but are in many classrooms around Greenbrier. I just wanted to talk through some of these problem-solving strategies that you may or may not have used in a while. A lot of the time when we get so good about solving things with equations, we forget that we have these other strategies. We have act it out. This can be super helpful with a story problem if you're really not understanding it. It goes along with making that picture in your head. You could draw a picture. I did that yesterday in the example. I drew a picture of a calendar for the week and wrote out how many kilometers he was running each day. So drawing a picture, making a list. So you can make a list of known facts from it. Or this could also help you in solving. So these are planning and solving portions. Make a table, chart, or graph. You could also consider my calendar as a table or chart. That's one way. Now that one's not going to work with some, unless something's repeated or unless you would have a table to make. Guess and check. This works a lot with when you have a multiple choice question. You can often plug in the answers that you are given, and then see if those work. Find a pattern. So if something is being repeated, and being in 5th grade, we know often that patterns lead to different operations. So we know that often patterns lead to multiplication or division problems. And then you could always work backwards, which really helps out with that check, taking your answer and going back in the problem and working backwards. I'm not going through every one of these today, but I just wanted to remind you what your strategies for solving are and that you should be using some form of one of these in your problem. Even if the process is happening in your head and not on paper, you still should be using some of the ideas you've learned in the past. Then you have check. So you want to go back and check your work, that you're accurate and that it's reasonable, and then explain. Explain your thinking as if you were teaching to someone who did not do the problem themselves. So your steps and your thinking behind each step. Use these steps again to continue to solve these story problems today.